Hello students, in the lesson of motion in a plane, we did projectile motion. Another example of motion in a plane is circular motion. When an object moves about a circular path, its motion is called circular motion. Let us consider an object moving along a circular path of radius r in anti-clockwise direction with center O as shown in the diagram. Suppose in time t, the object changes its position from P to Q, so that angle POQ is equal to theta. Hence, during time t, radius r traces out an angle theta about the axis of circular path. The angle theta is known as angular displacement of the object in time t. In circular motion, the direction of motion changes continuously. Hence, motion is described in terms of angular displacement. So, angular displacement of an object moving on a circular path is defined as the angle traced out by the radius vector about the axis of circular path in a given time. As angle is equal to arc by radius, therefore theta is equal to PQ by R, which is equal to L by R. Unit of theta is radian. As you know already, it is a dimensionless quantity. The direction of angular displacement is outward of the plane of motion if the circular motion is anticlockwise, and it is inward of the plane of motion if the circular motion is clockwise. Now, angular velocity. Angular velocity of an object in circular motion is defined as the time rate of change of its angular displacement. It is denoted by omega, and thus omega is equal to d theta by dt, or simply theta by t. Its unit is radian per second and dimension is m to the power 0, L to the power 0, t to the power minus 1, or simply t to the power minus 1. It is a vector quantity and its direction is given by right hand rule. Its direction is same as that of the angular displacement, and that you can see in the diagrams. In fact, nothing moves in the direction of omega. It simply indicates the direction of motion, which is in a plane perpendicular to the direction of angular velocity. An object moving on a circular path with a uniform speed, that is, covering equal distances on the circumference of the circle in equal intervals of time, is said to be in uniform circular motion. In uniform circular motion, the direction of velocity of the object keeps on changing continuously. Uniform circular motion is an example of uniformly accelerated motion. Let us now consider the time period and frequency of the uniform circular motion. Time period is the time taken by the object to complete one revolution on its circular path. It is usually denoted by capital T and expressed in seconds. Frequency is the number of complete revolutions made by the object on its circular path in unit time. It is denoted by nu or f, and its unit is per second or hertz. The relation between time period and frequency is t is equal to 1 by nu, or nu is equal to 1 by t. An object describing uniform circular motion has frequency nu and time period t. It traces out angle 2 pi radians in one revolution, which means when time t is equal to capital T and theta is equal to 2 pi radians, then angular velocity omega is equal to theta by t, which is equal to 2 pi by t, or also equal to 2 pi nu. So, this is the relation between angular velocity omega, time period t, and frequency nu. Let us now establish the relation between linear velocity and angular velocity. Let a point object moves with uniform angular velocity omega and linear speed v on a circular path of radius r with center O as seen in the diagram. The object B at point P at any time t, and at time t plus delta t it is at point Q, so that OP is equal to R, OQ is equal to R plus delta R, and angle POQ is equal to delta theta. The object covers arc PQ of length delta L in time interval delta t. Therefore, V is equal to delta L by delta t and omega is equal to delta theta by delta t. As delta theta is equal to delta L by R, so that delta L is equal to delta theta into R. Therefore, V becomes equal to delta theta into R by delta t, which is equal to omega into R. So, V is equal to omega R. When delta t is equal to 0, angle OPQ tends to pi by 2. That is, vector PQ tends to become perpendicular to the vector OP, and PQ is directed along the tangent to the circle at point P. It means direction of V is tangential to the circle. In vector form, the relation is V is equal to omega cross R. That is, linear velocity is the vector product of angular velocity and radius vector, and the three vectors are perpendicular to each other. Similarly, we can establish relation between linear acceleration and angular acceleration. Angular acceleration of an object having circular motion is the time rate of change of its angular velocity. It is denoted by alpha. Let delta omega be the change in angular velocity of an object moving on circular path in time interval t and t plus delta t. Then angular acceleration alpha is equal to delta omega by delta t. Its unit is radians per second square and dimension is m to the power 0, L to the power 0, t to the power minus 2, or simply t to the power minus 2. As we know, linear velocity v is equal to omega r. So, differentiating it with respect to time, dv by dt is equal to d dt of omega r, which is equal to d omega by dt into r. Therefore, acceleration A is equal to alpha r. In vector form, A is equal to alpha cross r. The linear acceleration is the vector product of angular acceleration and radius vector, and the three vectors are mutually perpendicular. We have already observed that a point object moving on a horizontal circular path with a constant speed changes the direction of velocity vector continuously with time. It means the uniform circular motion is actually an accelerated motion. The acceleration of the object executing uniform circular motion is called centripetal acceleration. It describes the rate of turning, that is, rate of change of direction of motion. It is always directed towards the center of the circular path along the radius. The expression for centripetal acceleration we will do in the next class. By the time you can solve simple problems using relations between linear velocity v, angular velocity omega, time period t, frequency nu, angular displacement theta, etc. Good luck.